Good morning, sports fans. TGIF. You know what that stands for? Thank God it's the first family show. That's what it stands for. Guys, it is Friday. It is the second week in the books of the new year. But, guys, the shows just keep getting better and better and better. And I got to tell you, this is not a dating site. This is a sports betting show. You're going to see three handsome chaps join us in a minute. Let me go around the horn. Joining us today, Tokyo Brandon, Rocky Atkinson, and Ross Benjamin. Let me say first, hello, my good buddy Tokyo Brandon. It's got to be around midnight where he is. And I've got to tell you, what a trooper. How are you today, Brandon?
1 a.m. Doing pretty good. Saw the movie Megan. Wow, what a great movie that is. But yeah, I have a free play for you guys today in the EuroLeague basketball. So stay tuned. We'll be giving that out.
Great stuff. Now, I did realize something that Ross, Rocky, Dion, and myself are at a disadvantage to Brandon. It's already tomorrow where he is, so he has the outcome of all the games that happened today. Having said that, Megan.
I will in a couple hours.
Megan, that's that movie where it's the little girl or the doll that comes to life?
Yep. Oh, man, that's a good movie.
Was it an evil spirit? Was it my ex? Because
no.
That woman, I got to tell you.
It's not Chucky. It's not Chucky.
The
actress, though, is from Get Out. It's the woman from Get Out. And, wow, it's a great movie, though.
They did make a movie about my ex once. You might have saw it. Her head spins around. She spits.
The Exorcist.
Yeah. My mother was a great mom, rest in peace, but she took me to go see that movie in the movie theaters. That had to come out in 74, 75.
It was in the 70s.
It was.
That's the one movie I can't watch.
It does give. I'll tell you what else, Ross and Rocky. You know what else still freaks me out to this day? 53 years old, those two girls from the original Shining. Those two, come play with us. They freak me the hell out. I have nightmares for days. They freak me out still to this day. I get the heebie-jeebies. I get like the hair in the back of my head.
The Exorcist
they scare the heck
out
of me.
This movie is actually not that scary, but it's a good movie.
It is a good movie. Well, you got to understand, Dion and I just saw a whole bunch of good movies. We were at the Adult Video News Awards.
Oh, my God.
No, I'm just kidding. We didn't see any movies.
Yeah.
No, all right, guys. I want to say good morning to my dear friend, one of my favorite people on the planet, and one of the best handicappers in history. This is my good friend, Rocky Atkinson. Rocky, good morning. How are you, buddy?
Hey, doing good, Joe. Good morning to you and Dion and Brandon and Ross. Glad to be here. And we're going to talk some NFL playoffs here today.
I'm happy to have you here as one of the most successful, most acclaimed NFL handicappers in the history of this business. I'm glad to go into the first week of the postseason with you on the show. You know, Rocky, Dion and I, we look forward to every show here on the First Family because, honestly, don't tell sports memo, but we handpick the guys that come on the show, and we love everybody that comes on these shows. But I know that every Friday I get to see your face, and it's always a wonderful way for us to finish our work week doing Sports Memo TV, and also a great way to go into the weekend with you because you're always such a joy, Rocky, and we want to thank you for that. We love you. Speaking about love, I know that Dion loves him, and if I ever have some sudden mysterious death, I think Dion and Ross will be married within weeks. Ross Benjamin, good morning, Ross. How are you today, buddy?
Joe, you're too kind, and it's very flattering, that thought, but that's not going to occur. I'm sure Dion would agree. Anyway, it's a great morning, Joe. I've been doing my best in my 60s to look good for my age, but I officially became an old man last night, Joe.
Why?
My first grandchild was born. Haley Grace, 6 pounds, 1 ounces, came a month early, but she's 100% healthy. All the tests have said so. My daughter's good, so it's a special day for me.
That's great.
Congratulations, Ross.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, guys.
Congratulations to you, your daughter, your son-in-law, your wife, your whole family.
Sorry if I got a little broken up when I said that.
No.
Yeah,
Haley Grace.
That's cool.
God bless you, honey. We are so happy that you're in this world, and you're going to be spoiled spoiled in chunks.
Rotten.
My grandpa and grandma, I know that, but
The
congratulations.
great thing about being a grandparent is you get all the good parts and you don't have to raise the kid.
Yeah.
Now, Ross,
That's what they tell me, Brandon. That's what they
Ross,
tell
if
me.
I may, I want to throw this out there, even though we don't personally know your daughter and son-in-law. I do want you to know that Uncle Joey and Aunt Dionne would make great godparents. I want you to know we're good gift givers. We're hands-on. We're pretty good. I just want to throw that out there. And by the way, even for a girl, Haley Grace, you could use the name J-O and J-O-E-Y as a middle name. I'd make a great godfather. So I'm throwing that out there.
He
but
makes a great
Yeah, you know
grandfather
what,
and
Joe? Unfortunately,
no
I have no
F-bombs.
control over that decision because if you know my daughter, she couldn't wait to turn 21, so she didn't have to listen to any of my advice anymore, even though she still does. So, yeah, thank you.
Ross, I'm right there with you. My son couldn't wait to turn 18 so he could join the Marines. I don't know. I got that effect on people. The only reason why she can't run out of here, I changed it to the radiator. Having said that, congratulations to you and
Thank
your
you so
entire
much. I
family.
appreciate
God
it.
bless you, Haley Grace. We welcome you to this world. We have no fluff today, but I have to say good morning to my lovely wife. Good morning.
Good morning. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. I get to spend each day with you, the love of my life, and she's the love of my life. And we have some great stuff happening. Dan and I are doing we have a new project in a new company. I don't promote stuff here and there, but the people affiliated with that company are in town this weekend. We get to see them. We're going to go to dinner. We're going to go to Cleaver, one of our favorite steak places in town, just east of the Strip. We're not getting anything for free from it, but it's a great place just east of the Strip on Paradise. Great steaks. Great happy hour, too, if you're looking to save a few bucks.
Joe, you getting into the porn business now?
No porn. No,
Oh, okay. I just
no
was
porn.
wondering. You went to a convention last week. I thought they swayed you a little bit.
No. I'm just saying we were going to dinner at this great place.
Yeah.
And then on Sunday, we're going to hang out with Jeff Michaels, who is in town.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go watch some of the playoff games with him, his dad, Ralph. Pretty sure Marco will be there, our good friend Marco
I'm sure that
D'Angelo.
there's going to be a couple of people from Wager Talk.
Wager
over there
Talk
that
and
live
Sports
out
Memo will be in there. We're looking forward to that. And next week, I get to hang out with two of my favorite people, Rick Allett and Johnny Detroit. We're going to be talking about some great stuff. We're going to go to dinner. And I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to eat for 2 days before because Johnny told me he's picking up this check, and I'm going to make you pay for it, Johnny. Having said all that, guys, Dion's got a couple of discounts. Then we're going to go right into free plays, get you out of here in time so you can take advantage of all these free winners you're going to get from Brandon, Rocky, Ross, Dion, and myself. Dion, take it away.
Thank you. Yes, we do have an amazing discount going on right now. You can get college basketball, NBA, or NHL seasons right now for just $2.99. Normally it is $4.79, but right now it is dropped down to $2.99. That one there, you do not need a coupon at all. All you have to do is head on over to either Sports Memo or Wager Talk and go to your favorite capper and pick that up. And also don't forget to head on over to the deals page because we have some amazing deals going on from some of your favorite cappers.
Sports fans, I got to tell you, not since Frank Sinatra was anybody worthy of the moniker chairman of the board. By the way, Frank did sing at my cousin Joe's wedding. That was a fun wedding.
Wow.
Nice. I have pictures of me on the cover of all the magazines and in the books too. That was fun. They love to cover those weddings. In any case, there's nobody worthy of the moniker chairman of the board until Ross Benjamin. Ross has earned the respect of everybody in this business. I know he's earned the respect of all of you out there because he's been winning for decades. He just said he officially became an old guy. But guys, I got to tell you, he's still the best looking guy I know. But moreover, even if he was Brad Pitt, which he's better looking than Brad Pitt, I'd like to see Brad Pitt in a couple of years. I will tell you this, he picks winners for you. And I've never seen or worked with anybody that could pick as many winners as my good friend Ross Benjamin. He's going to tell you what he's been doing. He's going to tell you what you can expect from him on the premium side of Sports Memo. He's got another free best bet. Ross Benjamin, the floor is yours, sir.
Thank you, Joe. I can't tell you what a pleasure it's been doing these shows with you and Dion for the last year and a half. And, of course, my old friend Rocky Atkinson and Brandon, who I just met. I appreciate you guys very much as well. Picking winners, I did that exactly last night as I had the UCLA and Utah game under the total of 136.5. Final score there, 68-49. So that game easily wins. College basketball picking up. And if you look at my page at Sports Memo, you'll see my recent streaks, 24-17 with all sports since December 27th, up 45-50 in the NBA since April 1st of last year. The NFL playoffs are right upon us in 67-52 since January 30th of last year with my NFL, and also 14-6 this season, or excuse me, since December 12th of 2021 with my NFL 5-star and 10-star picks. So a lot of opportunities to make money at Sports Memo. Dion told you the specials that we have, and a lot of great handicappers, not only myself, folks, but invest some money in the rest of the guys as well. All right, let's get to my game. Again, it's going to be Golden State at San Antonio. Right now, Golden State 8.5-point favorite, and the total's 44.5. You look at this total, and Golden State's only had one total this year of 240 or greater, and that came on December 5th against Indiana, and that game finished 112-104, easily staying under the total 240.5. The Spurs have only had one game of 240 or greater so far this season. That was 241 against Memphis on the 11th, which would have been yesterday or no, the day before. No, today's the 13th. That would have been Wednesday. There's just been one NBA game this year with a total that's been higher than this one. And that was the Sacramento-Atlanta game, which was 245.5, and that occurred on January 4th, and that game stayed under the total with a final of 120-117. There's a good reason why this total is so high. I mean, let's keep things in perspective. They didn't set it at 244.5. It opened at 240. Seemingly, there was a lot of early sharp money placed on the over in this game, and that escalated the number up to 244.5, which I think is good reason for me to go the opposite direction, because I do think the books, when they make a number this high, they're justified in doing so. But based on the fact of the numbers I just told you, only one game having a total more than this in the NBA all season, each team only having one game apiece with a total of 240 or more, and that was in the 240.5 and 241 range. And now this number is up to 244. I just think this is one of those perception plays that the books are now, putting it out there because they know that people just love betting overs. For no other reason, Joe, this is one of those times where I don't care. Look, for it to be 240 or greater, that means both teams score a lot of points. That means both teams either play very little to no defense, if not through the course of the entire year, at least recently, that prompted those types of numbers. I'm just going to go with a contrarian approach here and go under the total of 244.5.
Guys, one of the best in the industry, in the history of this business. Great betting insights, great angles from years of winning experience. Our good friend Ross Benjamin says under. He's going to go against the grain. I got to tell you, Ross, I love going against the grain. As you know, I spent a lot of time in the Las Vegas sports books. And I will tell you this, at the beginning of every morning, I see a lot of guys with this enthusiasm, vim, and vigor. And at the afternoon, when I come back, they're all like this.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Going against the grain pays off. I know you and I have never seen a local bookmaker go out of business. You don't see many sports books go out either. Ross is one of the best in the history of this business, and he finished 2022 a winner again. That's just another notch for Ross. For you guys that are new to Ross, it's another winning year. For those of you guys who've been following Ross for decades, you can rely upon him to supplement your income for sure. Now, Ross has to take off. He walk it like he talk it, because he's going to get some more winners over at Sports Memo. Ross, very quickly, what can everybody expect from you?
I'm going to have picks on all 6 NFL playoff games. I did finish 14 games over 500 in the NFL this season, approximately 57%. I finished college football on an 18-7-1 run, which is 72%. My college football bowl games, they went 13-4-1. The college football playoff selections went 3-0. My point being, yes, there's no college football anymore. But as you can see, when it comes to big time games, high-profile games, I'm locked in, and I'm going to be throughout the NFL playoffs, Joey. So I look forward to a very prosperous NFL playoffs. Also, college basketball and NBA. I gave you those numbers. I'm not going to be redundant. If you want to make money, invest some money, invest it in me, and a lot of great specials over and very affordable pricing at Sports Memo.
Great stuff from one of the best in the history of this business and one of my favorite people on the planet. Ross, once again, to you and the Benjamin family, well, congratulations. God bless Haley Grace. We welcome you to the world. That's the most important thing. But after that, guys, Ross, I know you have to leave, get some more winners up. You will be joining me later today. Yep. On the first family, on the football forecast show. My apology, guys. Later on today, I'll be hosting. Ross will be with me. Jesse Shul, Moneyline Matt will be joining in. So more insights for the NFL this afternoon with Ross and Joey. And those rest of the guys will be with us too.
Rocky will be there.
Listen, hey, Rocky, you on this afternoon?
Yeah.
No, I'm not on this afternoon.
Oh, you're not? Oh, I'm sorry, Rock.
I just want you to know, while we love Matt and Jesse, Ross, I think we'd agree, you and I are like the Steve McQueen and the Paul Newman of the Towering Inferno movie. Our names are up in lights and everybody else is down below. That's all I want to say. You know I don't like to start the
but I love having Rocky on. He slows me down, Joe. Rocky's he calms me down, man. Brandon and Rocky, always a pleasure to be on with you guys. I wish you nothing but the best this weekend. Knock 'em dead, guys. And Joey and Dionne, I love you guys.
Congratulations again. Good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it, man.
Take care, Ross.
See you later, Grandpa.
Too, All right, bye.
Ross Benjamin, guys, one of the best in the history of this business. Another great year for Ross 2022. After the show, the best customer. That's all, folks. The best customer appreciation discounts on the planet. Sports Memo, Wager Dog, follow Ross. Now, I do want to tell you, before we go into my good friend Rocky, CT Betts could not be here today. He is traveling. He is with Adam Trigger, who's a regular on the First Family Show as well. I know CT Betts has been a fan favorite since he joined us. Apparently, you guys don't know this. I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. You guys don't know that Adam and Chris are together today. You guys don't know they actually tour. They have a musical band. Chris plays the construction worker. Adam plays the cowboy, and the new and improved Village People, their rendition of YMCA is the best I've ever seen. No, guys, I'm just joking. They actually, as you guys know, Adam Trigger, he just don't walk it, man. He talk it too. He just don't talk it. He walk it, I should say. He sees games everywhere. And him and Chris are very, very close. They're great guys. They've been, as a matter of fact, that's how we got Chris on the show. I knew of his reputation, but Adam said, hey, Chris would love to come on. And I jumped at the offer, the opportunity.
They're going to be
traveling to a game today. Mm-hmm. I don't know which game, but you know what? I'll probably send it out there. Maybe I'll hit up Chris. But we do miss you, Chris. And Adam, we love you. I know he's our Tuesday regular. Tuesdays. And guys, just travel safely, have fun, have a beer at the game for me. Just watch out, because Adam, once the halftime comes, he likes to take off his clothes and run across the court. I love you, Adam. We miss you guys, but have a great time and good luck this week. And having said that, I said at the beginning of the show, when we know Rocky's on Fridays, it's a wonderful way for Dion and me, as the work week, and our work week never really ends, but our Sports Memo TV work week finishes knowing Rocky's on the show, because it's always enjoyable. He's such a fan favorite. We know how much you guys love him. We always talk about, NFL, and Rocky is one of the best in the history of the NFL of this business. But we don't talk about other sports, and Rocky contributes to several other sports, college basketball, pro basketball. He dabbles in quite a few other things, as you know. And it's not just because he's from the South, one of the sharpest guys in auto racing. All right. He does a lot of other things. We always talk about NFL because he's so great in the NFL, but he's great in every sport he contributes to. It doesn't matter if it's college or pro, on the turf, the grass, the hardwood. He is one of the best. The racetrack. And by the way, Rocky, you have to make it out here. I was just told by our friend Josh Williams' crew, his team, that he'll be back out here in March. If you can make it out here to the Las Vegas Motor Speedway, we could go. We'll VIP. I know that you've been a lot to a million races. We are still taken back by the drivers, the family, and the people, the fans. There's nothing like going to a race, guys. Growing up in New York, we did not think very highly about auto racing because we didn't think about it. It's not a New York City thing. moving out to Vegas, every year the races started getting big. They started getting big in Nevada because of the Penske's and because of the Fertittas and whatnot, and because of them here. And every year the crowd was great. Then we finally went to a race because our friend Josh Williams is a phenom driver. Guys, there's nothing like it. There is nothing like the pledge in the beginning, right? And the blessing. There's nothing like it, guys. No matter whether you pray to any God or don't pray at all, or you stand or sit. I don't want to get into this whole thing about the flag. Everybody prays and everybody stands for the flag because of respect for one another. You see people that are handicapped standing up with no legs, just holding themselves up on wheelchairs, because that's how much of an atmosphere this is. And going to a race is amazing. Rocky, I just got hit up a couple days ago from Josh Williams' team. If you could make it out here for March, we'll get you and as many as you want to come. We'll go hang out on the track. We'll have some fun. Maybe they let me and you jump in the car. We do a couple laps.
I don't think they'll ever let that
They'll
happen.
never let that happen. I went to jump in one day and like 8 guys jumped on me. But I got to tell you, we'd love to have you. But having said all that, guys, I always rant because, it's our show. I can rant. But Rocky is one of our favorite people out there. I know he's one of yours, and we talk about how great he is in NFL, but he's great in every sport. Ross has been around for many years. Rocky's been around for many, many years. Rocky, how long are you in this business professionally?
27 years now.
Wow, 27 years, guys. And with all respect to some of the guys that we do shows with, Eric and Matt and Jeff, some of those guys aren't even 27 years old.
No, they're not.
So, Rocky, I got to tell you, to be in this business that long, to sustain the ups, the downs, the ins, the outs, the different changes and the waves that have happened in this business. Now it's a video thing. It's a social media thing. We've come a long way. And to be as successful as you have been year in and year out is astounding, guys. This is like a guy that plays baseball and he's in his 18th, 19th season, and every year he bats over 300. I'm going to tell you that's how great Rocky Atkinson is. So Rocky's going to tell you what he's been doing. He's going to tell you what you can expect from him on the premium side of Sports Memo. He's got another free winner for you. Rocky, take it away.
Wow, thank you, Joe, for all that. Sure. Talk about NASCAR a little bit. What an incredible atmosphere it is at these NASCAR races, just like you said. And talking about driving on the track, have driven on the track before here in Darlington, which is like 15 minutes from where I live. They do something every year right before Christmas called Toys for Tots. And you can come and you can donate $20 or bring a toy or gift, and it goes to children, Toys for Tots there. And you can take a couple laps around the track. So I've done that a couple times before, and it's an incredible experience. I've never been to Las Vegas. I've been to many, many tracks, but I haven't been to Las Vegas. So I might have to take you up on that offer for sure. NASCAR, going into this past year, I'd won every year in NASCAR that I've handicapped it. And I had my first losing year this past season. I always tell it like it is, the good, the bad, the ugly. And bottom line, I tried to fade Trackhouse Racing from the get-go. And that's Ross Chastain and Daniel Suarez, and they beat me. And that's why I lost right there. But looking forward to NASCAR again. It does come back around February. So it's right around the corner, and looking forward to getting back on track in that sport. As far as other sports, I'm on a 168 run in the NBA. College basketball went 3-3 last night. Gave out a few more picks than I normally do because I've been leaving a lot of winners off my card here recently. So I decided to put out a few more picks, and I went 3-3 last night. I do have a college basketball play of the day loaded for tonight here on Friday. You can join me at Sports Memo. Also, very rare occurrence this weekend. I have a 10% NFL playoff selection going tomorrow on Saturday. So I'm looking forward to that. Like you said, been pretty good in the NFL. Hit 70% last year with all my NFL picks. This year, a modest 57% in the NFL regular season. I'm looking to get a winner there on Saturday in the NFL. So be sure to join me at Sports Memo. We're going to talk a little NFL playoffs here for the show. I'm looking at the New York Giants at Minnesota on Sunday. The game time, 4:40 p.m. Eastern time. I'm looking to take the New York Giants +3 in this one. They come in 9-7-1 straight up overall this year. Minnesota 13-4 overall on the season. Minnesota ended up as the number 3 seed in the NFC, while the Giants come in as the number 6 seed. Let's point out that 11 of Minnesota's 13 wins were by 1 score this season, including a 27-24 win over the Giants, as the Vikings kicker nailed a 61-yard field goal to win it as time expired. I think that game was in December. As far as this weekend's matchup goes, we have a Giants team that loves to run the ball. They average 148.2 yards per game rushing, which is ranked number 4 in the league. They go up against the Vikings' 20th ranked rush defense, where they allow 123.1 rushing yards per game. Daniel Jones has been solid, completing 67.2% of his passes for 3,205 yards, 15 touchdowns compared to 5 interceptions. He added another 708 yards on the ground this year, scored 7 touchdowns rushing. Saquon Barkley, 295 carries for 1,312 yards on the ground, and he had 10 touchdowns on the season. Let's take a look at some trends for this game. Giants are 6-1 against the spread on the road this year. They're 10-2 against the spread as an underdog this year. And I think this one's key here. They're 9-1 against the spread the last 10 road games when playing in the playoffs. So they step up come playoff time and make a ball game of it. Minnesota 3-8 against the spread last 11 games, all after a straight up win of more than 14 points. They're 3-13 against the spread last 16 games after allowing less than 15 points in their previous game. And the road team 9-4 against the spread of the last 13 games in this series. I think the Giants are going to control the ball on the ground here, and it's going to be the key to them keeping this game close, possibly getting the outright upset win here. I'm going to recommend playing the Giants plus the points on Sunday.
Plus the points. Rocky Atkinson says take the Giants on Sunday. Great breakdowns, great analysis from one of the best cappers in the history of this business. Guys, I got to tell you, Rocky, great minds think alike. I've been saying it for months now. Despite them winning, the Vikings have been quite lucky this season. And they're playing a team that, they're not afraid of them. Great stuff, great breakdown. Way to go, guys. Rocky Atkinson, you said you have a 10-unit play going this weekend, Rocky?
Yeah, 10% play going, pretty sure tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, guys. Go over to Sports Moment after the show. Go follow Rocky. He doesn't put out a lot of those big games. When he does, he is money in the bank. As a matter of fact, take advantage of the best customer appreciation discounts on the planet. Go over to Sports Moment after the show. Go follow Rocky. I promise you, you'll come back for a longer stay. Now, Rocky has to take off, and he's got to go. He's got to get some more winners up for you. Rocky, I really want to say thank you. Every Friday, we look forward to having you on this show. We've had a couple of comments that say, hey, guys, I love that Rocky's on every Friday. I tune in every Friday for Rocky. Our good friend, we had a couple of people to say real nice things about you. Randy Pass said it looks like he's on every Friday. He loves to see Rocky. You can count on Rocky every Friday here. I'm trying to get on more, but the guy is in such demand. He only has a Friday available for him. I'm just kidding. And then Jesse Schul said that you're wanted in the South for killing bookmakers since the 80s. Our good buddy Jesse Schul. Rocky, thank you for spending Friday with us. Good luck this weekend. We'll be rooting it in for you. And everybody follow Rocky. He's got to take off. Rocky, good luck this weekend.
Thank you, Joe. Good luck to y'all as well.
Have a good day, weekend, buddy. I love Rocky. I love finishing up the week with Rocky because he's always so pleasant and so positive. And he is, Ross said it. He says, he calms him. He's the yin to my yang, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, I thought I was the yin to your yang.
No, you're my yang to my yin. Anyway, sports fans, before I get into Tokyo Brandon, we have a quick announcement. Today is Dave Coken's birthday. You know Smoking Dave Coken over at Wager Talk. I know Smoking Dave Coken for over 32 years. We first met at National Sports Services, which is owned by a good friend, a mutual friend of Dave and myself, Jim Feist, 32 years ago. 32 years ago, I walked into National Sports Services, one of the first people I met. And obviously you knew of Dave because everybody knew Dave around Vegas. I saw Dave. He had on dark sunglasses and a pea cap. It's 32 years later. He's still wearing dark sunglasses and a pea cap. And very little has changed. He's still picking winners for all you out there. So everybody over here at the First Family Show. Want to wish Dave Coken a very, very happy birthday, Dave. God bless. We love you. Having said that, I want to talk about someone I love. Okay.
Mhm.
I love Tokyo Brandon. You know, Tokyo Brandon, we talk about how great he is as a capper, and he is over at Wager Talk 2 years in a row, 2021 and 2022. He finished #1 all sports profits amongst the best collection of cappers on the planet, because the best collection of cappers, Sports Memo and Wager Talk. But also, from our point of view, he's always so wonderful and positive, and he's a fan favorite because he gives out a lot of free winners. But guys, I want you to know what a trooper it is. It's after 1 a.m. over where he is. I hit him up. I said, "Hey, Chris hit me up." He said he's going to be traveling. He doesn't think he doesn't know if he can be reliable for the show. I might need a fill-in. He said, "Joe, count me in no matter what." So Dion and I want to thank you. I know everybody out there wants to thank you, Brendan. But bottom line is this: you pick winners, and you pick winners in quite a few mainstream sports, but you also pick winners in some sports that aren't so mainstream here in the States. Can you tell us a little bit about all the sports you contribute to at Wager Talk, and then we'll talk about your free play?
Sure. Some people might not know my background. I actually used to be a Major League Baseball scout for one of the major league teams. I did that for 10 years. Japanese baseball and Major League Baseball, kind of my bread and butter. But I do a lot of international basketball as well. As a matter of fact, yesterday I just went 4-0 in Chinese basketball. I do Japanese basketball, and I also do EuroLeague basketball, which today's free play is in.
Wow.
Great stuff, and we appreciate that, Brendan. You know, I'm kind of a meat and potatoes type of capper, but I'm successful in what I stick, and I stick to the majors here in this country: college and pro football, college and pro basketball, and baseball. Dion expands a little further. She does hockey, she does NHL, she does WNBA. She does a lot more totals than I do. I don't do a ton of totals, but you know, I got to tell you, you know, every time I look over at the leaderboard at Wager Talk, I see Tokyo Brandon's name. And it's funny, you know. At one point, I looked at, like a couple of weeks ago. I looked at Dion and said, "Dion, did I ever is it just crazy glued up here? His name on the leaderboards or what?" But you know, you see the numbers change.
I'm paying him off.
Profit up down, profit up down. But I got to tell you, you always see Tokyo Brandon's name on the leaderboard at Wager Talk. He's one of the best cappers on the planet. Numbers don't lie. 2021 and 2022's Wager Talk's #1 all profits capper 2 years in a row. Guys, let me tell you, be an MVP in the NFL, the major leagues, or the NBA 2 years in a row, almost impossible these days. It's almost impossible to sustain those long, arduous physical seasons for consecutive years. The same thing goes in handicapping. Tokyo Brandon talks about the hills and the valleys quite often on the show, ups and the downs. But to sustain that and make money every damn year, very few people in this business can do that. Tokyo Brandon is certainly at the front of the line. He's going to tell you what he's been doing. He's going to tell you what you can expect from him at Wager Talk on the premium side. He's got a free best bet. Tokyo Brandon, take it away.
Okay, so as I mentioned before, baseball is deep rooted in my background. I was a major league scout for 10 years, so I do know baseball quite well. And I have 2 plays for the World Baseball Classic that are up. I do some, like I said, sports that are international, but all of my sports are available on FanDuel, DraftKings, and Pinnacle. So those are the main books. So despite not being in the US, they are readily available to bet. I have a 4% play in the World Baseball Classic right now, which you can get at wagertalk.com on my page for $9. And I have a free play today in EuroLeague. So EuroLeague, my record right now is 33-22. I'd like it to be a little bit better, but still, that's nothing. That's not shabby. It's not bad at all. And this game is between Lyon and Valencia, and actually, this game's going to start in about 2 hours. So you still do have time to get your bet in for this game. And I looked at the total; it was 159. When I run my numbers, I have this total at 168. So I just checked Pinnacle right now. It's still 159. So I would bet the over on this game. 2% play that I already gave to my clients a few hours ago, but the line has not changed. So you can still get it in and get the benefits of being one of my clients. So Valencia, Lyon, take the over in that game. And that's going to tip off in about 2 hours. You're muted, Joe.
She did it to me again in just a few hours.
I'm sure Dion would love to mute you many times.
I'll tell you, sometimes she's standing out. She's pointing to me like this, Brandon.
I have that special remote from what's that movie?
Click, where she stops me.
With Adam Sandler.
My good friend.
You're Dion's Megan.
Oh,
I just saw the movie
absolutely.
Megan. She has a little remote. She's like, Megan, power off.
And
she knew in trouble when she says, Megan, power off, and Megan looks at her and she says, are you sure?
You gotta love Tokyo Brandon. As entertaining as he is informative, he says Valencia, Lyon, over great stuff from Tokyo Brandon. He's gonna stick around for a couple of minutes. You have any questions or comments for him, guys? We love him, but make sure after the show you go over to Wager Talk. Like I said, it's just not Sports Memo. It's Wager Talk as well. They have the best customer appreciation discounts. This company has the best customer appreciation discounts in this business. Go over follow Brandon. You're going to follow him to the bank. I want to talk about the bank. My lady, my baby does the hanky-panky. Anyway, my girl, my lady, the first lady of Las Vegas, she is burning bookmakers. She's doing a good job overall on quite a few sports leaderboards over at Sports Memo. I see your name there all the time. You're doing great work. She's going to tell you what she's been doing. She's going to tell you what you can expect from her on the premium side of Sports Memo. She's got a free best bet. Dion, take it away, darling.
Thank you. Today, I was not in love with anything today, so I did pass on premium plays for the day, but I will have all of my NFL releases posted by tonight, so make sure you come on back over to the site and pick up those winners. And for my free play today, guys, it wasn't that long ago that the Villanova Wildcats won 2 national titles in 3 seasons. And here we are 2 months into the new season with a first-year head coach, and this team is an overall 8-9, which does include just a 2-4 record in conference play. Having said that, both teams are skidding as they enter this matchup, dropping their last 2 outings. And both teams have a couple of players that are banged up, listed as either out or questionable here tonight. But I do feel the Wildcats match up very well with the Bulldogs. First of all, I think we can all agree that this is going to be a very physical matchup. Well, Villanova ranks number 1 in the nation in free throw percentage, hitting over 85.4% from the line. They are also far superior on the boards, particularly on the defensive side. This will stop Butler from getting too many second chance shots. Other than that, these teams match up pretty evenly. So I give a very strong lean on the Wildcats here, especially because Butler has only covered 1 of the last 5 games played at home and only 1 of the last 7 overall. So I'm going to go ahead and take Villanova tonight in this
First
matchup.
lady of Las Vegas says take the Villanova Wildcats. It is a win. And I got to tell you, Dan, I smile. I sit here and I listen to what every capper has to say. And I listen, and I'm sorry, but I take a little bit of pride and I smile and I smirk because your breakdowns are really good breakdowns. You keep them simple to the point, but you really have your good hooks here. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes you say things. I mean, the Big East is a very, very physical conference. These are 2 physical teams. You're looking at an angle where one team is the best in the country shooting free throws, and then they're good on the defensive glass. I got to tell you, college basketball, those things mean a lot, and it shows in your record. You're doing great work over there. Real quick, Dion, why don't you tell everybody what they can expect from you on the NFL this weekend?
I am looking at a couple of the games already. I will have at least 1.5% release going up for this weekend. So make sure that you head on over there because it may be a side or it may be a total. You'll never know.
God, I love her. And I don't know either. She never told me anything, man. I'll tell you what, Tokyo Brandon. I'll tell you what, man. I grew up in Little Italy, New York, and I could say that, we had some less than reputable people in our neighborhood. All good people, but less than would you
legal.
Say lawful.
Less than legal.
We grew up with some downright tough sons of guns, I'll tell you that. I mean, guys that like in the movies, they'd be sawing a body up while eating a chicken Parmesan sandwich. So, but I will tell you, I'll put her against anybody for keeping her mouth shut. I'll tell you this. I don't know who she has sometimes until we wake up at 1 a.m. and between 1 and 2, we'll wake up depending on the card. We'll wake up. I'll come into my office. I'll put the lights on. I'll let the dogs out. She stops making coffee. She go, well, what do you want today? And It depends on how we did the day before and what coffee we had. So if we won the day before,
very superstitious. So if we have a certain coffee one morning and we do really, really good and go like knock it out of the park, then the next day we have to have the same coffee. If we don't have that great of a day, next day we switch it up. We try something different.
Now, yesterday,
so it's a good thing we have a ton of coffee in the house.
Yesterday we did have a good Italian import, and I did not do well. I'll tell you about that in a second. But we changed. But then again, I got a new shipment of coffee. I got a new shipment of coffee. So I didn't know until about 1:32 a.m. that I didn't do well. So Dion said, what do you want me to make today? I said, let me check. I said, make the new batch, honey. I pooped the bed. So
make some Colombian or something.
But I don't know who she has a lot of the times. And it's kind of fun. It makes for fun, because I don't know until, and sometimes one of our followers or somebody out there that getting our winners is on Twitter saying, hey, Dion, great call on that, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, and she didn't see it, so I'm just smirking.
Oh, and come talk about a good call yesterday. I had a really good call yesterday on my free play yesterday.
How did it do?
Minnesota plus 15.
The Golden Gophers winning outright.
15 points. I mean, come on now.
I think between me and Dion.
Come on now.
Brandon, since last Monday, between me and Dion, since last Monday on this show, we've given out 4 or 5 double-digit underdogs that have won outright.
Right. Actually, let me add to that. Actually, Dion's pick, I like it because I ran my numbers. I have Villanova winning by 3.5. So just my 2 cents in there.
Well, you know what? And that makes 3 great minds thinking on the same game because I beat Ross to this one this morning. And actually, Ross wanted this one, but he was a little too late.
And he was a little too late. He was having his morning coffee.
Yeah. I like Villanova too, actually. Yeah.
So great minds on the same game today.
Great stuff. We have a good time here in the First Family Show, guys, but you're getting great content, great betting insights and angles from some of the best in the business. Having said that, I'm going to take the spotlight for a minute. I ain't going to take too long, just like my wedding night. I'm going to be potent, but quick. I'll tell you that. Guys, I'm not here to give you action. I'm here to give you winners, so I am passing today. And I respect that you passed and you told everybody. She could just came on the show. She's not, I don't like anything, goodbye, or not even come on, take the day off, and I would have hosted. But we come on because we want to give you some good free content. Guys, Dion feels the same way I do. This is one of the reasons why we got together 22 years ago. We were both known as some sharp bettors that do not play every day. I'm not here for action, guys. I'm here to give you winners, and I'm here to bet my own games. And if I don't like anything, I'm never going to ask you to bet something. So I passed today as well. I do want to tell you something. Yesterday, after going 8-3 since the new year in college basketball, I had a losing day. I went 0-2. My first losing day in college basketball in the new year. It pisses me off. I could have bounced back because I know you guys wouldn't have thought that I would have had 2 crappy days back to back and put something up just to put something on the shelf and get sales. But I didn't love anything. There was a couple games that looked a little good, and this one that I'm going to tell you about in a minute, I really did like. But I'm not here to give you action, guys. I am not here just to put stuff on the shelf. Stuff I'm half-assed about. If I don't really like something, I would never ask you to play it. That's the sincere and God's honest truth. And I'm not a BS guy. I may not be everybody's cup of tea. I may ramble and rant, and I'm full of hot air. But I'm never going to lie to you guys ever. Okay. So having said that, I will tell you this: there's only one way to ring in the new year. And that's following the most acclaimed and most successful NFL postseason handicapper in this business over the last 2 decades. This is the time of year when Joe D takes it up a notch. I can tell you right now that between Saturday, Sunday, Monday, it looks like I will have 5 major plays in the NFL up. All sides, no totals. I feel very strongly about this weekend's card. Okay. I will have 5 big plays over at Sportsman. As you know, last year, nobody was around me in 10% releases. I went 19-4. For the calendar year. It looks like I will have a 10% release, my first 10% release of 2023 in the NFL this weekend. Now, at the very least, I'm going to have at least 1 5%, maybe 2. If I don't want to put it out as a 10, I will have at least 1, possibly 2 5% releases. But everything's going to be posted by this afternoon. Couple of games, lines move, some with me, some against me. I still like the games. So having said that, let me tell you what I'd like to talk about on the free side today. My free winner takes place in the Big Ten as Michigan State travels to the State Farm Arena to take on Illinois. MSU, red hot, winning 7 in a row straight up, covering 6 of those 7. With a big win here over Illinois, there's a good possibility they'll crack back into where? The top 25 again, folks. Since the return of Malik Hall, this team has not dropped a game. The 6'8" forward with him back on the floor, the Spartans possess 4 double-digit scores on the front court, made up of 3 monstrous big men. Guys, this conference, big up front, and these are 3 of the best. This is one of the best front courts in this conference. I'll tell you that right now. By the way, since his return, I was talking about Hall, the team has won and covered 4 straight. While the Fighting Illini are certainly a good team, I think they're at a huge disadvantage here, both in the paint and from where? Beyond the arc. The front court of the Spartans are a little too strong. Throw into the mix the fact that there's a huge mismatch from downtown, as Michigan State hits nearly 38% from beyond the arc, while they hold opponents to less than 30% from downtown. Illinois just 3-10 ATS the last 13 versus teams with a winning percentage above 600. 1-4 ATS the last 5 following a straight-up win. MSU 5-2 ATS the last 7 on the road, and 4-1 ATS the last 5 following an ATS win. Take the points with the Spartans here. This almost made it as a premium play. Now, I do want to tell you, I looked at this game this morning. It was plus 5.5. Prior to this show, Dion did some research for me. I was getting scripting the show up. It went to 6.5. She says, "Oh," I said, "Absolutely." When the general public likes the other side, and there's not a major injury that have hit the media in the morning, I love to go against the grain. So I like the Spartans here. Take it. Don't forget, I'm going to have up, looks like 5 big major sides for you in the NFL Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I do like Saturday, Sunday, and Monday games every day. We got some comments. Let's see what we got here. Obviously, Randy said he loves to see Rocky on the show. Rocky did great, as usual. We look forward to having him. Guys, I want you to know, if you missed any portion of this show, in about a minute or two, we're going to run through everybody's free plays, including Ross Benjamin's and Rocky's. They both had to take off to get some more plays posted. They wait a little bit longer throughout the day. Dion and I like to get our plays up right away. I know Brandon, because it's 1:30, almost 2 o'clock in the morning by him, he likes to get his plays up, boop, and he's
really
done.
early.
Having said all that, Rocky, okay, so every Labor Day weekend we have Little Italy Festival in our town. Roger, it's always Italian around here. Roger, one of these days you got to tell me where you are, because I have a friend who owns a couple of the Italian festivals in a multiple in quite a few states. I know he owns it in Illinois, New York,
Italy.
Well, I grew up in Little Italy, Brandon, and we had, from spring to summer, we had 6 or 7 or 8 Italian festivals, all within, somewhere in the Lower West Side, which is like the Greenwich Village area, somewhere in Little Italy where I lived, and it was great. And guys, we take a lot of pride in our heritage being Italian and Sicilian, and we know that everybody, guys, let's face it, we ain't got no war heroes, and we can't slam dunk of basketball, but everybody likes the Italians and the Sicilians. We're all fun. We're entertaining. And let's face it, we're good looking. All right? That's all I wanted to say about that. So my good friend, Wash Redson, says, let's get it, Sparty. He likes that one. He chimes in a lot, and I like him, Wash Redskin. We appreciate you for coming in. And even when he disagrees with our panel, he's very respectful. He knows that we work hard to get you winners. We don't win every game, but we try to. And we don't mind if you disagree with us. And we would never say, you're crazy. You don't know what you're talking about to each other. We certainly wouldn't say it to you. And we do appreciate when you guys are nice to us. I will say, let me get, Brandon, any closing thoughts or comments before we run through today's free plays?
Just that I have my 4% play in the World Baseball Classic. Nobody's thinking about baseball yet, but the World Baseball Classic starts on March 8th. FanDuel and DraftKings both have the World Baseball Classic numbers out, and I have a 4% play in it at wagertalk.com.
God bless you. See,
Thank you.
It's true. Great stuff, guys. You're right. And
Dion agrees.
Dion agrees. I will tell you, though, we're starting to see more and more stuff like in the sports page and stuff, because this past week college football ended. So you're going to start reading more and seeing more about baseball.
Yep. And I'm going to do a lot of Major League this year, a lot more than I've done in the past, because I've ramped up my numbers and my models and stuff. I'm ready for Major League Baseball as well.
Great stuff. I love
we can go back and forth. I know you guys love to talk baseball. So.
Sports fans, I will tell you this. Back in the day, because I'm old. By the way, somebody said I look great for my age. I don't know who said that.
Carmine.
Somebody said I look
Carmine.
great.
Carmine
said it. Carmine Bianco, we love you, Carm.
You guys have the same barber.
We have the same barber, but he's good looking too. It doesn't matter. Guys, I want you to know, anybody that razzes you because you shaved your head, let me tell you what the ladies know. or the guys, whatever, it doesn't matter, that guys that have less hair up top have more testosterone. It's a fact. That's why we lose our hair. It's a fact. It's a medical fact. So I'll give away a lot of hair to put a smile on my lady's face. I'll just leave it at that. Having said that, guys, I want to tell
smiling,
you guys something.
No,
Back in I know Brandon. Brandon, I just want to tell you.
Frowning for a minute. No, I'm just kidding.
I love Brandon. Brandon, I was saying something the other day on one of the shows, and I want to bring it up again. Back in the day, when you got 100 sports bettors in a room, and I'm talking before everybody had a sports book
Social
on their
media,
phone or at their computer and tablet at their fingertips. When you got 100 sports bettors in a room, all 100 would bet football. 45 to 50 maybe would bet basketball, and maybe 15 to 20 would bet baseball, if that. But the 15 or 20 baseball players bet more money than the 100 football players, for sure. They were serious old-time guys that know that because baseball is a daily sport, and it's about juice and not points, and if you are very smart and very, very cheap, be cheap. It's lack of a better phrase. Be cheap. I won't put out a favorite above. I don't like to go above $1.40 once in a while. I don't care if Sandy Koufax is pitching and he's pitching for the 27 Yankees lineup. I'm not going to go above $1.40. Okay. Somebody's outside. I think the garbage is outside. Having said that, guys, baseball's around the corner. You can make good money in baseball. Brandon's going to be doing a lot more Major League Baseball. But right now, you take advantage of a lot of the other baseball he does. Follow him. I love baseball. To me, I make more money in baseball than any other sport. It is a daily sport. 5 days a week, you got about 15 games. One day you got 6 or 7, and one day you got about 10 or 12. So you're dealing with 100+ games a week. If you pick and choose and I don't care how good a team is, how good the pitcher, how good his past numbers are against a certain opponent, or how hot a team is, I don't go above $1.40. I really don't. I really, really don't. If I'm writing it up and it creeps above $1.40 by the time I'm posting, it depends on how high it'll go. $1.42, 3, 4, I'll put it up. $1.47, 8, 9, guys, I'm pulling it back down. I'm going to pull it back down. And even if it wins, I'll kick myself in the ass. But I'd rather you got to be smart. But having said all that, guys, 2 more comments and we're out of here. He's in Clinton, Indiana, Wash Redskin. I love him. Hey, Clinton, Indiana. Roger, thanks for tuning in.
Almost
and then our good friend, wait a minute, Tokyo Brandon, I hope you're doing your homework on Asian baseball. I may have to jump on board with you this year to pound those leagues.
Yes,
guys,
sir.
WR, Rush Redskin, follow Brandon. At least after the show, go over the wager talk. Check out his page because numbers don't lie. Man, he makes people money. He is serious about this. And
last year, Korean baseball, I was 62%, and Japanese baseball is 58%. So it was a good year. I am doing my homework. I'm ready to go. I'm roaring and ready to go. I can't wait.
He is the winner. And guys, remember this: you don't have to know too much about a certain sport. You only have to know a little bit about your handicapper that you're choosing.
Just bet it, go to bed. I'm the tooth fairy. You wake up with some money in your bank.
By the way, I just want everybody to know that I was a slam dunk champion back in '89 in the Italian basketball league. Because I was
a trampoline.
I was the tallest guy in the league at 5'6.5". Having said that, we're going to run down today's free plays. Dion's got an announcement. Dion, tell everybody about the discount, then we'll run down today's free plays.
So we have that discount that's still going on right now, and I believe it's going on for at least one more week over at Sports Memo and Wager Talk. You can get either college basketball, NBA, or the NHL season for just $2.99. It's normally priced at $4.79, but we've dropped down to $2.99. And that one, you do not need any code at all for that discount. And also make sure you head on over to the deals page to see what other specials that we have going on for some of your favorite cappers over at Sports Memo and Wager Talk.
And before we head on out of here, we will run down all the free plays from Ross and Rocky as well, who had to take off. Once again, Dave Coken, happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
So we got a birthday with Dave. We have Ross, who became a grandpa.
Yeah.
So congratulations on
Congratulations to Ross and his beautiful family. Dave Coken, I'll send you a girl to jump out of a cake again, no problem. She'll be wearing a bikini and a pea cap just for you, buddy. I love you. Let's run down today's free winners. My good friend Ross Benjamin said the Warriors Spurs, he's going to go against the grain under 244. Rocky Atkinson doing some great work. He said the Giants all the way. Giants. Take them. Tokyo Brandon, what'd you have?
Lyon and Valencia. It starts in 2 hours. I have the over 159.
There you go. The first lady of Las Vegas, excuse me.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go with Villanova Wildcats. And
Wildcats.
as of right before the show, it was at a pick'em.
There you go. And your sexy and Savory says, let's go Sparty. Michigan State Spartans tonight plus 6.5. And by the way, for those of you guys who were wondering why I went Wildcats, that's my homage to Goldie Hawn's like 86 or 87 movie. It's like 86, I think,
Yeah,
or
that was
85.
a bad movie,
It was
though.
called Wildcats. She was a high school football coach. They went Wildcats. Anyway, there you go, guys. Dion, take us on out of here.
Yeah, so don't forget to follow all of the amazing cappers that are on the First Family Show on Twitter, along with myself and Joe. And don't forget to tune into all of Sports Memo TV shows for some free winners and some great betting insights. And make sure you join in this afternoon as Joey will be hosting the football forecast along with Ross Benjamin, Jesse Schul, and Moneyline Matt. And they will be going over 3 of the football games that are going off this weekend. And on behalf of Ross, Rocky, Brandon, and us, this is the First Family of Vegas.
Everyone out there, good luck and have a winning day.